Let's go to Sarah Morris joining me live now from Paris. I said ostensibly about Bastille Day and 100 years since US troops entered the First World War. But Donald Trump's got other things on his mind, and they're likely to dominate, if not the discussions, then the chatter.
Oh, that is absolutely for sure. I think he will be hoping that he's travelled across the ocean and perhaps getting away from the dramas at home. But you can be sure that he will be asked many a tough question here in Paris. He is due in the next hour or so to come to the President's Palace behind me here, where he'll hold talks with Emmanuel Macron. And after that, they will have a press conference. And I am pretty sure that the questions about his son's emails will perhaps dominate that particular press conference. But he has been given a pretty big welcome here in France, a full military welcome and all the pomp and pageantry that goes with it. Perhaps that's taking his mind off things at home slightly. There were soldiers mounted on horseback that have given him a armed guard of honour as he arrived to meet Macron and Macron's wife. The military bands also played the American anthem and the French anthem as well. And as we speak right now, the president of both France and America are now touring Napoleon's grave. But after that, it will be down to business. And there will be some tough conversations between the pair, of course, ideologically quite different, but they'll be looking to avoid perhaps the things that they disagree on, namely, you would say, climate change and also trade, and they'll be looking to talk about the things they can perhaps find agreement on, in this case, how to go forward with solving the war in Syria, and also, of course, what to do about security and terrorism.
Sarah, it looks pretty quiet where you are at the moment, but when we saw Donald Trump and other world leaders for the G20 in Hamburg, there were disturbances, civil unrest, if you like. What kind of precautions are the French authorities taking with the US president and others in town?
Certainly, they don't seem to be taking any risks at all. There is a huge police presence on the streets here, also a military presence. I was amongst a crowd of onlookers a moment ago, and there was a military man trying to blend in, but when I looked down, he clearly had a gun attached to his leg. If you look up, there are snipers on the roofs. Many of the roads have also been blocked off, and of course, that is normal perhaps when we are talking about Bastille Day celebrations, but there's an added level of security because Donald Trump is here this time round. On top of that, he brings his own security team, and we understand that they have the final say on all his movements as well. He'll be behind a glass screen when he takes to the stage during the Bastille Day celebration and parade on Friday. Interestingly, though, the French media and perhaps even the French people have taken to really being quite interested in Donald Trump's car. Now, it's called Cadillac One, or the Beast, colloquially. It's a huge armoured limousine. It's ideally designed to be bulletproof. We understand even the wheels are bulletproof. It seals so well that if there is any form of chemical warfare, the president's safe inside that car. Even has a vial of blood that matches his if something does go amiss. And that seems to be getting a lot of chatter and a lot of attention over here.
Sarah, thank you very much indeed, live from Paris, and our cameras and our correspondents will be there when President Macron and President Trump hopefully take to the stage for a press conference in an hour or a couple of hours' time. Thank you, Sarah.